What is up? What it do? What's going on, my sneaker enthusiast crew? Man, I want to welcome you to the crib and welcome you to Tuesday Night Live Soul Source. I know it's been a minute, so like it's some important information that I know some of you actually want to hear about, and some things that I just wanted to let you all know before it is way too damn late. Nobody ever wants to know news when it's too damn late. So I said, you know what? At first, I wasn't gonna, get on live, but then I was like, you know what, man, stop being lazy. Don't worry about how long you're gonna be on live, and if you really got anything to say or not. Just get on there and say what the hell you gotta say, and then be gone. You know what I'm saying? Because what do I always say? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna have a good time. It may not be for a long time, but as long as I try to stick with the commitments that I've made, man, it's gonna be good. Because normally, I go live. As of the last couple of weeks or so, I've been going live on Friday because it's a little bit more beneficial to me at this point in, you know, sneaker collecting and whatever. It's a little bit more beneficial for me to go live on Fridays. Now, I might actually end up going, live tomorrow morning to, cover music and stuff like that, and cover some of the, happenings and what's going on in hip hop and stuff like that. So I might actually do that on Tuesday. And I think I might actually break that down like that on Tuesday, because there's been a few things that have been going on. Not a lot. Ever since like the 50 Cent and T.I. beef, things have been kind of silent. But there's some things that have happened in the meantime that I want to talk about, and I think are pretty interesting. Like J. Cole, he had something to say about the Kendrick and Drake beef. Jay-Z surprisingly had something to say about the Kendrick and Drake beef. He got on GQ to talk about it. So I think I'll talk about that tomorrow. But for tonight, I think I'll stick with my my what you call it, my usual program. I'll stick to my dedications and my promises, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of the urban streetwear sneaker news kind of thing tonight. Look, y'all see the hair. Y'all see what's going on with the hair. I got the little, y'all get y'all laughs in, y'all jokes. SpongeBob SquarePants, all that good shit and stuff like that, because it definitely does got like some SpongeBob shit going on. And then it's got like the emo look, the worst night of my life, and all that kind of stuff going on. It's definitely got that little vibe going on. So go ahead, get your laughs off, get whatever, because the hair does look crazy. I mean, I know when I got on here, I was just really thinking to myself, like, no, 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 no. Wait. I was like, what the fuck? What am I doing? And then I got on and actually was just like,
what happened? Oh no, my God, please. No.
It's gonna have like a bunch of many different questions and a bunch of many different laughs and stuff like that. Let's see what y'all are talking about, man. He said, King Vita said, "What up, HG? What is up with that hair, bro? I can't rock that at all. I'm white." Yeah, man. So, hey, look, it's been a minute since I've had a retwist. I actually need a retwist, and that's why a lot of times I wear a hat. So I was like, man, you know what? Fuck it, just get on here and do your thing, man. Ari Schmidt Z9Y said, "Hi, what's going on, Aris? What's going on? How y'all doing tonight?" Rifty 22, the hair ain't even that bad, gang. I appreciate you, man. Salutes. He said, "Be confident in yourself." Hey, look, I had to have some measure of confidence just to get up here and do this. So yeah, it is what it is, man. So but yeah, let's get into some of those like important things that I felt like a lot of people are looking at. So one of the biggest things that has happened recently besides the thumbnail. Like the thumbnail is crazy. I can't believe that's going on between Adidas and one of like the biggest leakers of information, but we'll talk about that. But right now, because this is important, this ends kind of quickly. Right now, if you missed the Virgil Abloh archive release of the Off-White Air Jordan 1 Alaskas, because it seems like everybody hit. Everybody but damn me. And I did a rant over on TikTok. So follow me over on TikTok if you haven't. I did a rant over on TikTok. It was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny myself, but I did a rant that it felt like everybody hit. I was watching everybody show their dubs. Even people that was close to me was like, hey, you gonna get your dub because I got mine. You gonna get yours. I waited and waited and waited. It's almost like one of those children's books where they be like, I sat and whatever would have you. But I waited for literally because they started dropping the dubs at like 12 something Eastern Standard Time, my time. They dropped the dubs and I waited for 9, almost 10 damn hours. And my EQL says scorching. Now, apparently, it's like every time you lose on an EQL, it's supposed to increase your odds of winning the next EQL raffle. My winning percentage, my win to loss percentage on EQL is literally less than 10%. I went back and looked at my EQL since 2023 up until now. That's what, like 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. For the last 3 years, for all the raffles I've entered that are available through EQL and the things that I wanted, I've literally hit maybe 1 of every 10. And the 1 of every 10 was like some GRs that are currently, if you look on the resale market, they're below retail. So like I ain't really hit on nothing. Retro Rick and Maddie's Kicks, man, salutes to you, fam. He said, I didn't hit nothing, fam. Hey, join the team, man. Join the team. Easy. Why the hell can't I read that? Ezek Hildebrand. Hey, Ezek Hildebrand. I think I got that right. He said, "What's up, man? Hey, not much, man. Feeling good, living great. You know, it is what it is. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, look, see, I'm fucking up. You know what you're talking about. Hey, I try. And if I don't, I don't. It is what it is. It's Isaac Hildebrand. Okay. Well, I think I got the last part right. I just really damn struggled my way through the first half. But I appreciate you for straightening that out for me. Next time I will definitely remember Isaac Hildebrand. Okay. It's been a long day. But the Off-White raffles from the Virgil Abloh archive did not end in my favor. Well, if you didn't hit for the Virgil Abloh Off-White Air Jordan 1, well, they're not Virgil Abloh technically. They're the Virgil Abloh archive, which is separate from Virgil Abloh, which is why you don't see his name on the side of it. He said, hey, can I get a raid? When I'm finished, absolutely. I'll push everybody. I'll tell everybody go check out Isaac Hildebrand. Once I'm there, you know, I'll send him to Rachel. But also, you know, if I know who you are and I decide you cool as hell, I'll set up my YouTube for when, you know, I end up ending lives and you might be live. I'll send all of my folks over there to check out your content. What kind of content do you do, Isaac? What kind of content you got going on? JVille, man, what's good, homie? He said, yo, what's goody, my G? Salutes, man. Salutes to you, man. It's always love in the building, man. I appreciate everybody. Sarah Bear 89. What's up, Sarah? Meme of 2025, 6'7". Meme of 2026. Quit with the 6'7". Shit, laughing my ass off. Hey, you know what? My nieces and nephews and things like that, they do the 6'7" thing, and I was tired of it before it started. I was extremely tired of it before it started because I got it, but then I didn't get it. And because I got it, I was like, this shit is stupid as hell. And I was looking at them like, leave that shit where you found it. You know what I'm saying? Like a kid who always picking shit up off the ground and you slap their hand and you say, put that down. You know what I'm saying? Memes. Okay, memes. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Bro, I got denied like 12 times. Trust me, it's good. Can you listen and rate the song Hot Wind Blows? I'm not trolling. I'm collecting people's reactions for a self project. I'll go ahead and check that out. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead, get out the cam, get out my mobile cam, and take a photo because ADD, man, ADD things I damn sure will forget. And I'll listen to it after the live, and then if I actually, you know, like it or think it's funny or something like that, when I do the music half of my channel, probably tomorrow morning, I'll listen to it and like I'll review it and talk about it. Real shit. Sarah said it's cute when kids do it though, because they do it with no shame. Yeah, I mean, when kids start getting to around teenage age, it's less cute because it's like, I need you to graduate high school. I don't need you talking about 6-7 because like 6-7 might actually be how you get through high school. Like, I don't know which one, this or that one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got Robux? Nah, I don't got Robux. You have ADD, I have ADHD, so I know how you feel, bro. Yeah, I got ADD. I consistently think about at least 10, 15, 20 different things at one time. Even when I'm doing this, I'll talk about something and I will quickly trail off and then somehow come back to the original thought. So sometimes, you know, I got to focus. I have to focus. But and like I'm doing now, but it's all good because I'm talking to y'all. Y'all are great conversationalists. I love y'all. Thank y'all. But if you didn't hit on the Virgil Abloh archive initial release, there are more raffles open. There is a raffle open for what is that? Because I sent it to somebody earlier and I quickly forgot what it was. Politics. There, like Run Fair is currently holding a bunch of raffles. And then also, if you live in the Atlanta area, there is a raffle going on Soul Play ATL. Here, I'll go ahead and show y'all real quick so y'all can see. So y'all know I'm not messing around. But the thing about this raffle is you have to live in the metro Atlanta area. I'm gonna tell you all, if you all are familiar with backdooring, however you take that, please don't take that the wrong way. You know, it's a real thing within the sneaker culture. But if you all are familiar with backdooring, don't hold your breath on this raffle. This is more so for the clout. This is as well as a lot of other places, because I guarantee you that a lot of these pairs have already been seeded out to people that they really rock with and who have spent the most money at their stores. But if you want to take your chance going up there, the raffle started today and it will end on Wednesday, April 1st. So you have essentially about a week to get there and enter the raffle. If you can get lucky enough, then you have an opportunity to win you a pair for retail, not free. It would be nice if they were for free, but if you can somehow get in there and get you a size with the limited sizes they have left, because not a lot of stores were allocated with a lot of sizes. But if you can get there and enter the raffle, and maybe by some magical force they have a pair in your size, you can get you a pair. But I guarantee you, a lot of these pairs have been backdoored. They have gone to friends, they have gone to resellers, and things like that. And that's just the way the game goes. I would definitely like a pair. Am I willing to pay resale for a pair of these off-whites? Absolutely not. This is not Although I do love the presentation, I love the fold and flip box. I love the book that comes with it. I think I actually might like the presentation more than I like the shoe, because I've seen what happens to the shoe once it's like aged terribly and heavily worn. This is more so of a display shoe, not gonna lie to you. And I don't know why they have such horrible photos of it, but it is what it is. It's a display shoe. It's still worth a try. I would say it's still definitely worth a try. So Soul Play ATL has a raffle open starting today until what is it? When is the first? What, like week after next or something like that? Yeah, because I think the 28th is sometime next week, or is the first next week? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just live day by day and I do what I can, and I don't look too far in the future. But yes, that raffle is opening up, and then a more largely wider release for the Off-White Virgil Abloh archives will be on April 3rd. Yeah. And as of right now, there is no definitive answer on whether or not the Nike sneakers app is going to be dropping these. Supposedly there's going to be a Nike sneakers app drop in Europe. I don't understand why they would do that when Europe already got the majority of the, well, actually Europe got all of the releases for this particular colorway, but it was not this one in particular. It was similar, but with some differences. So I don't know why Europe would get another release. It just does not make sense. It would make more sense for this one to just be a Western world exclusive. So that is what that is. It ain't what it ain't, but whatever. Now up next, oh, what is that? House of Heat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll show y'all that, because House of Heat has a better look at it. I'll definitely show y'all that. Let y'all check that out, so y'all can make the determination of whether you like that or not. Let me see what's up with that. Share this. Boo jow. I'm not gonna, yeah, right there. Now, see, that's a better look. And they look good on feet. I'm not gonna lie to you all. They look really good on feet, but 800 and something dollars at resale, it's not an 800 and something dollar shoe. In my opinion, it's not even a $500 shoe. The resale bubble has burst, but for it to still be that high is fucking ridiculous. It is way fucking ridiculous. But yeah, whatever. I like it. If I can get it for retail, $230. If you get it on EQL with all the taxes and the fees and stuff like that, it comes out to about 250 bucks. 250 bucks is still kind of high in my opinion for this. But the presentation, again, the presentation is nice. I'm a sucker for presentation. But yes, April 3rd. Another thing, March 26th, with it, which is right around the corner. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, because I have physical therapy today. Tuesday, Thursday, the GOAT app is doing a exclusive release of the Air Max 95s for Air Max month in 2 different colorways. They got this really sick green colorway right here. I like this. I'm starting to become like, Air Max 95s have sneakily become one of my top sneakers. And then they've got like the new design of the toe box to where it's not so narrow, to where more people can enjoy the shoe if you have a wide foot. Now, if you got a wide foot, it's not necessarily for you. This shoe is not necessarily for you. You'd have to size up a whole size, but the new toe box design, where it's a little bit wider, it makes it a little more possible for you to get your hands on it. And then they're also doing it in a brown colorway. This is a Oregon Ducks release. It's coming in 2 colorways on Thursday, March 26th. I'm for it. What's the retail price for this? I don't know the retail price, and I'm kind of afraid to see what the retail price is or how they may be doing it, because GOAT is a secondary resale app, so they kind of help manipulate the market as far as prices. But it is what it is. He said, Sarah said, one of my main issues is if someone asks me to remind them to do something within 5 minutes, I'll forget just like that. Facts, absolutely. I took a big L, my G, on the Virgil Ablohs, on the VBs. We all taking L's on something, man. He said, I know this is way too early, but is anything happening in October? Just letting you know beforehand, if you go live and I'm not watching you, I'm probably at BotCon, but still support you, broski. BotCon, I've never heard of BotCon. I'm gonna have to check that out. In October, there are a lot of rumored releases in October. The only reason I don't go that far ahead is because I don't want like them to change around the calendar, and then people be like, oh well, you told me that these are supposed to drop in October and they didn't drop it. When I go that far ahead, because that's what October is, the 10th month, and we're just now in the 3rd month. When I go like 7 months ahead, it kind of puts me in a position to where I have to, continuously recorrect and redirect and stuff like that. And I just prefer not to do that. But I'll tell you what I will do. I'll go ahead and put like a list of some shoes that are supposed to be dropping in October, like on my Instagram, or I'll do a video on my TikTok, and then you can check it out. And then that way you'll know some of like the hot sneaker releases. And I'll try to not just do Jordans, even though Jordans are the most like televised or socialized sneakers. I'll try to do like Jordan, Adidas, look for like some New Balance releases, a good variety, a good mix. I'll try to do that for you. He said, I mean, I prefer Air Max 90s myself, but this green, this is it. I like Air Max 90s too. For a while, I actually preferred Air Max 90s, but the Air Max, again, I showed y'all the Air Max that turned the tide for me as far as 95s was this one right here with the Phoenix. Like these are the wings, and that's the Phoenix on the back. That shit go crazy. Actually, I was talking about this shoe last year. This was like a big shoe of conversation where a lot of people just weren't fucking with this shoe, but I was definitely fucking with this shoe, and like it is definitely a shoe that I like. And then of course, I had been trying for the longest to get me a pair of the 95 neons, and this is a shoe that's just like really super versatile. This can go with anything, and that's what I like about this one too, is that it is actually comfortable. It's actually comfortable. It's a really nice color. It's versatile. Now, like you can't mix too many things with this, but as long as you got like, you can do browns, greens, you can do gray, you can do black. You can even go outside of the bubble a little bit and start mixing in like certain shades of burgundies or maybe purples, but you got to really know what you're doing. You got to really know how to blend these colors. And of course, whites, you can always do whites with that, but the shoe is super versatile. You just got to know what the hell you're doing. Sometimes when somebody looks at a shoe like this and they be like, nah, I can't really do it. They just don't know what they're doing. But I know everybody in the HG family, I know y'all got a little bit of flavor. Y'all got some swag. Y'all can figure this shit out. Y'all just be yourself. Even if you don't think it matches, just be your damn self. Because a lot of times all it takes is that one person to really fuck with what you're doing, and it'll start a whole movement. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. It's a Transformers convention. Okay. I fuck with that. All right, so let me make sure it ain't nothing else on here that I wanted to show y'all. I don't think it is. But I'll ask about this one. I'll ask about this one real quick. Even though I'm not interested in this one, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, "What? You're not interested in this one? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?" The Air Jordan 1 Band. How many people are actually thinking about going for this shoe? For me, I got, let me see. One of the reasons why I'm not interested in this is because from the beginning, I have not been a huge fan of Jordan 1 lows. There have been some Jordan 1 lows that have changed my mind, and I absolutely do like. But when it comes to the band Jordans, I got these right here. Hold on, let me wait for these to open. Wait for that to open and flip out real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little bit of futuristic love, techno. I got these right here. And these were all I ever wanted. And when I got these, I don't need the band Jordan. I don't need the band bread Jordan ones with the X on the back. I don't need none of that. I just needed a pair of bread Jordan 1 highs because I never had them. Never had them. Always wanted them. It's not a hype beast shoe for me, even though it's got a lot of hype on it. It's definitely not for me. I just love the damn shoe. As a matter of fact, these are going down in resale. If these drop to like $300 or maybe $250 in resale, I might try and grab another pair because I've always wanted bread Jordan 1s. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. If y'all really rock with bread Jordan 1s, y'all let me know. It's cool. Let me have that thing closed back up, man. Y'all get back up in there and be on the display. Let me put this back in here because this keep my battery fresh. Just keep my battery from dying. But JVille, he said he passing on those. Hey, I feel you. I feel you on that. I'm definitely passing on these. Let me put myself on the mini screen and put these on the big screen. These have, in my opinion, a lot of unnecessary hype. A lot of people went crazy for the Chicago 1 lows. I don't understand the hype around the Chicago 1 lows, especially if you were able to go ahead and I know not everybody was able to get a pair, but if you were able to get a pair of Lost and Founds, or you were able to get a pair of Black Toe 1s or something like that, I don't understand like why. If you got a high or something, I don't understand why you need a low. I understand, like, I guess when people say, well, it's for the season, I can get that, but it's just not the same though. A low is not the same as a high, and I don't hate lows. I don't hate lows, but lows are not my favorite. But whatever your reasoning and rationale for it, I understand. But again, people are going crazy for these. This is not going to be something I go after, although the materials do look brazy. The materials look crazy, but don't let Jordan brand fool you with material quality. And to be 100% honest and fair, if I grab a pair of these, I would only grab a pair to do a review, talk about it, and then I don't know. I would probably either, depending on how well the video does, if I grab these and the video does really well, if I can get a couple hundred views within, I would say, about a week to 2 weeks time, I'll get them shits away for free. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I get these and do a review for these lows, and then they do and the video does well, I'd give these away for free to anybody who wore a size 10, because of course I'm gonna get them in my size. I'd have to get them in my size so I can really tell you about the shoe. But the presentation is pretty cool. Nothing special. They got special lace tips. Okay, that's all right. Do it come with the hat? If it's the low, the box, it comes with the hat, then it's cool. But I don't think it's gonna come with a hat. I think that's just gonna be separate apparel. You're probably gonna see like t-shirts, shorts, socks, sweatband, wrist, something like that. So it says releasing on May 16th. The Air Jordan 1 Low OG band revisits the iconic 1984 story of the NBA banning. Yeah. Y'all know that. The pair features X marked heels as a nod to the band. It will arrive in special packaging with select accompanying apparel available now. So, like, the hats and stuff are available now for purchase. I don't know where. That's a pretty dope shirt. Usually the price for something like this is like 40, $50. Sometimes they'll push like 60 bucks. That's a dope shirt, but like for 60 bucks, for 50 bucks, nah, I'm good. You drop it down to like 40, $30, and now you talking my language. But they said the info to all of that is in the bio via the House of Heat. So I mean, everybody sound off on who's going for the Air Jordan 1 low band bread, the bread, black and red. Uh what are they talking about? Oh, right here. Air Max month, the best Air Max collabs. Let me see what they're talking about. So for Air Max month, I guess the House of Heat did a collection or a collage of some of the best collab releases. Now I don't know why they had to do collab. Well, I guess because if you just do the best Air Max releases, it's kind of a broad brush to choose from. But if you start talking about collabs, I guess you can narrow it down easier. Right here, the first picture is from the 10, the Air Max 90. I prefer the tan pair over the black pair because it pops more, but the black pair is a nice color. Then you get into what the hell is, I don't know what that is. Oh, Para Air Max 90s. Oh, the material quality on these was killing it. My goodness. Newborn baby soft. Premium Verchetta tan leather, all of that up on that thing. The Para Nike Air Max 1 Amsterdam. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to Amsterdam. All that. Bonjour. Merci beaucoup. Comment ça va? Ça va bien? Hey, all that. Y'all didn't know I could. Y'all didn't know I had it like that. Huh. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that. Next up is the Pata Nike Air Max 1 Monarch. Now, when the Pata's released, Pata, however you want to say it, I think it's Pata. I think it's pronounced Pata, but people say Pata. When these released, I was not a huge fan of these. There were like some colorways. I think they did like gray, black, burgundy, white, this orange. There might have been a green colorway, but I was not a huge fan of this. Maybe it could have been I didn't understand the design element or the purpose behind it, but just as a whole, people were going crazy for these. Resale was out the wazoo. It was giraffe nunk high. You know what I'm saying? And I just could not understand why. I was just like, man, y'all got it twisted. But again, these released in the hype beast era where people were solely about making a quick dollar. During that era, everything was insanely unrealistically high, and people were paying that high for it too. So it is what it is. I think these have come down in resale as well. Maybe at some point I'll give it a good chance and revisit it if the price is right. But nowadays, I'm not for paying resale like that. The Atmos Nike Air Max 1 Biotech. I do kind of like these. These remind me of like a Wallace and Gromit sweater. These are kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. These are kind of nice. Not like a must-have, but not the worst by any stretch of imagination. I wonder when these dropped because the air unit is foggy than a London day, a London morning, whatever. The fog is rolling in, and when the air units are foggy, that ain't never a good sign. That means it's on the way to bursting, and you'll be walking with a twisted ankle. Then we got the Cortez Nike Air Max 95 Honey Blacks. I actually liked the green color Cortezes. I think the greens were his first release. But Cortez, I mean, because these right here look pretty basic. And I like Cortez is the green pair does not look basic at all. But I mean, they're good. They're good. They're good. Um, ooh, CPFM. I knew these had to make the list in the back of my mind. Even though hindsight, now looking at it, these are shit ugly. Back when they first released, I was like, these are so interesting. These are fire. And I expected the Nike swoosh to light up like a cheap McDonald's neon sign, or like the sign you would see at the corner store or at like Krispy Kreme or something like that. The hot sign, you know, it says hot and we open. I expected it to light up like that. And when it didn't light up, or at least glow in the, does it glow in the dark? If it didn't glow in the dark, I so was disappointed. But you know, it is what it is, man. Resale on these were ridiculously high as well. And I just, yeah, nope, I wasn't gonna pay resale for a Vapor Max. And the crazy thing is I've never owned a pair of Vapor Max, even though the Vapor Max is one of the most intriguing, coolest silhouettes to me. I just, in every colorway that I wanted for the Vapor Max, they just never released it like enough in my size. I was just never able to get the colorways that I want. And I'm not the one that's gonna spend money on a shoe that I don't like just because I want the silhouette and I want to try the silhouette. If I don't like the whole thing, if I don't like the color layout, I'm not gonna buy it. And so that's what happened. I've never owned a pair of Vapor Max, but I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. Sometimes you got to try it yourself. The Air Max 1000, these are going to be releasing, not this colorway, the black and green, the 95 neon-ish colorway in the Volt and the black and Volt colorway. They're going to be releasing, I think it is sometime next week on Zellerfield. I talked about it on the Friday Night Live. They're going to be releasing on Zellerfield in another limited quantity. These are so limited, it's ridiculous. These are all 3D printed with the, I think, is that an air unit in it? I believe it is an air unit, but it's an all new out of the box thinking design. And I want to try this. And I actually like it. So it's not just a classic case of scarcity breeds demand. I actually wanted to try this before I knew they were going to be limited. And I'm not going to pay over $1,000 for a 3D printed shoe. I don't care how new the tech is. I don't care how interested I am in it. I don't care how light it is. Hell, I could put them on my feet and they could fix sciatica that I don't have, or they could realign my hips, or they could take pressure off of my back. And I'm not paying $1,000 for it. If I had back issues, I've been living with it this long. Hey, it's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna kill me to continue living with it. Damn sure ain't $1,000 worth of that. I'll go to the chiropractor for cheaper than that. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, this was one I liked. The Clot Nike Air Max 1 Kiss of Death. That's what made me buy the Clot Nike Dunk Lows. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't feel like removing 3 boxes just to show you all the Clot Nike Dunk Lows. So I'll tell you about it and y'all can look it up later. The only thing I was pissed off about with my Clot Dunk Lows is that it didn't come with the cards that it was supposed to come with. Somebody stole my damn cards. But this one is supposed to be a emphasis on pressure points and stress relief through the feet, and also for good health. Whether it actually, you know, activate certain pressure points or not, I'm gonna call BS on Nike for this, because looking at the Nike Mind slides that are difficult to get as of right now, and hopefully they just start releasing large quantities, because they did it with the last Nike slides, and they did it with the Nike Comfort slides too. They made them limited for a little bit, and then they just released a, you know, general release where everybody, they were just, at this point they're just sitting and going on sale. But the Mind 001 slides, from what I hear, are a bunch of BS as far as relieving stress through pressure points, at stimulating the mind. Yeah, they're going to stimulate the mind because you're going to feel something under the bottom of your feet. But like I highly doubt that it's enough to calm the body and, you know, relieve people's tension after a hard day of work or a hard day of athletics or something like that. I just don't think that's happening. It is what it is. Sean Wotherspoon, one of the most overrated Air Maxes that I've ever seen. People were going crazy over the Sean Wotherspoons. Now, this is not a bad air, it's not a terrible Air Max, but it definitely was not worth the attention that it was getting. It's definitely not worth the resale price that people are paying. Um, in the group that I run, which one is it? Not our sneakerhead, but I think it's the Real Legit Check over on Reddit. I've seen multiple fakes of these, and people are actually getting taken for serious money trying to get a pair of these. Now, we all know after this release, Sean Wotherspoon didn't have the same kind of success. But all he did was take an Air Max 90 upper, and I mean Air Max 97 upper, and put it on an Air Max 1 outsole. And that was it. At the time, that was considered mind-blowing, groundbreaking, but as of now, yeah, no, it is what it is. And then the Vapor Max Off-White, part of it, was this part of the 10? Maybe or maybe not. I remember wanting a pair of these as well, just because off the strength of me wanting a pair of Vapor Max. Para Nike Air Max 1 Albert Heijn. I don't know who Albert Heijn is. For an alternative colorway, this is pretty cool. Do I think it's fair that Para made it on here twice? No, but then again, I think Off-White was on here twice as well. So, you know, I can't really judge too much. But and then that was the look of the original Air units. But y'all let me know what y'all thought of the House of Heat's best Nike Air collabs for Air Max month or Air Max day, however you want to look at it. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to go ahead and get into the thumbnail because I kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Adidas has filed a lawsuit against one of the biggest sneaker information platforms to this day. It's not Sneaker Leaker, it's not Sneaker News. Like, these people are the people that they go to, in my opinion, to get sneaker information. It is Soul Retriever. Now, if you're not familiar with Soul Retriever, I'm pretty sure once you see the icon, you will know who they are. What y'all been talking about? Because I just been rambling, and I tend to do that. If those are high top, even better. I mean, ones are dope regardless, but I mean, lows aren't my thing. If we're talking specifically ones, nah, not for me. Facts. Yo, that orange, that's pretty fire. The wave, man, but the orange, that's so fire. All that powder, yeah. Hi and hey, what's good, Nitro? I used to own Para Maroon, and gray pair came with different laces. Then I got rid of my pair, clean part of my collection. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they did have a maroon and gray pair. So yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. This color reminds me of the flea market thrift shopping on those paper mags. Yeah, facts. Every time I see Soul Retriever email and Adidas, I can't stop saying, hey, gang. I like that colorway, Sean Wotherspoon Asics shoes, not just paying that much money on resale market. Yeah, he did okay, but for whatever reason, he just could not grab that level of attention that he had with the with Nike. I don't know why. OVO's Batman Joker collab drops March 27th. A Batman Joker collab. Albert Heinz are popular in the Netherlands, I think. It sounds like a Swedish name. So I would not be surprised. Hein is what? Swedish or German or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised. A Joker collab. What? What am I looking at? Um, what the hell was that?
Okay. Okay.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
That I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Drake hater. I'm not even gonna get into explaining how I feel about Drake, but OVO is not a brand where I'm just gonna be like, oh, I know they finna come out with some fire, with some heat, because it's OVO always does basic stuff. Let me enlarge this real quick. Let me enlarge this joint. The coolest thing about this is Batman. But if I didn't like Michael Keaton and I didn't like Batman, I'd just be like, why would I pay $100 and something dollars? I guarantee you the hoodie is like $170 something dollars. As a matter of fact, let me see if it's on the OVO website. Let me go look to see if it's on if it's loaded on the OVO website, because it's supposed to be dropping in 3 days on the 27th. OVO clothing. Let me see. If I don't see it on the website, I'm not gonna show it. October's very own. Oh, that's kind of dope. So I don't see it. I don't see it as of right now. OVO collabed with Bape. When did OVO collab with Bape? Wait. I gotta show y'all this, because this is not the website that I saw beforehand when he dropped that one release that he did that I actually was kind of cool with. Let me take that off the screen. Let me show y'all this. So apparently OVO, and I don't know if this has to be like the official OVO site. And I think there's another site for his other collections, but he did a collab with Bape. This jacket right here, this denim, I want to say this is a denim fuckboy jacket. This denim Bape amalgamation is $945. $945 for that jacket. Who's paying $945 for this? Clearly nobody, because it's still sitting on the site. Y'all, no. No. Then you got this one. That's not anywhere. Then he's got denim jeans to match the jacket. Yo, who signed off on this? Because after the, I'm gonna go there. After the Drake and Kendrick battle, I know Drake has not been in the right mind to do anything, unless this is his psychotic break, and that's what he's doing. Look at this. They've got a OVO Bathing Ape pillow, and it is 480 GSM, which is pretty normal, I would say, but $239 for a damn couch pillow. What are we doing here, people? What are we doing here? 1,785 for this leather jacket. $2,000. Once taxes and shit like that are added in, you're spending $2,000 for this. It looks like a really nice thick leather. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but all day, if you went somewhere like Wilson's Leather, this would probably be like a $500 to $700 jacket. Well, $500 to $600 jacket. But because when you put this fake fur around it, it cheapens up the quality of the leather jacket. But in 420 GSM, oh, it's fake leather, fake fur, fully lined, removable fur, fake fur brim, zippered center. Oh, fake leather.
Weapon. Oh no, my God, please. No.
You want people to pay $2,000 for fake leather? Absolutely not. Dizzy Drake. OVO and Batman. Okay, listen, I don't care about OVO or Drake at all, but a Batman sneaker clothing line, yes, please. I'm sorry, but I love Batman. I always have. OVO, why? That denim certificate party night plan with no that just throws me back to the 80s. Oh my God. It feels like someone looked at this and went, yeah, that looks good. Do that, because why not? Okay, sure, whatever. To be honest, it doesn't even look like anybody did that. It just looks like somebody said, Drake or whoever he put in charge, we got this idea. If anything, Bape was more invested in this collab than actual OVO, and it looked like they was just like, okay, we want to do this. What you think? And somebody didn't even look. They just said, it signed off on it, and it was just like, go ahead, do that thing. And then Bape just went crazy with some stupid shit, because there's no way you want anybody to pay $2,000 for fake leather and fake fur and all of that. Ain't no way. Now, this one right here, this one is fire. All of this, I don't give a damn about Drake. All of this is fire. I like Letterman's jackets. That is my biggest weakness when it comes to clothing. A jacket, Letterman, if it's real leather, oh, I'll buy it all day, every day. And what's this, $892? That's kind of in my wheelhouse. What it says, 24 ounce, 75% wool, 20% nylon, 5% other fibers. Yeah, 215 GSM, 64% polyester, 36% cotton, satin lining, 100% premium cow leather sleeves. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the hell I'm talking about. That's what you should have put on that damn ugly ass Bape leather jacket or faux leather jacket. This right here, I don't care what none of y'all say. This right here.
A playa.
This Harlem Globetrotter jacket is player. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. And if I was ignorantly spending my money, I would definitely ignorantly spend my money on that Harlem Globetrotter jacket. But HG ain't ignorantly spending right now. Well, he's not to this degree ignorantly spending. This hoodie, crazy. Crazy. How much is this hoodie? 222? Hell no. Nah. Like, it's fire though. But $222, especially with that stupid owl on the front. Like, the owl does not need to be on the front. The owl needs to be like on the sleeve somewhere, or maybe like on the little bottom half of the Velcro. Maybe they could have done like a stitched owl in the bottom, not the bottom half of the Velcro, but the bottom half of the hoodie where the elastic is. They could have put like a patch. I'm saying shit all wrong, but they could have put an owl patch or a stitched owl down at the bottom. I don't want a big ass owl on the chest of my hoodie, but it's a dope hoodie. Like, the back of it is dope. Put the owl on the sleeve, put the Harlem on the chest. It should have just said Harlem on the chest, the owl on the bottom or on the sleeve, and then Globetrotters on the back. And that would have been a lot better. That owl makes me definitely want to, call that a 2-pack of ass. But it is what it is. This is another one. Yeah, that owl just fucks it up for me. And maybe that's just me. A lot of times my ideas don't hit with everybody, but fuck it. It's my idea. That's a dope Harlem Globetrotter t-shirt, $72. Absolutely fucking not. What is that? 190 GSM? Pretty good. 100% cotton jersey, graphic print, front and back. Pretty good. But I'm pretty sure that t-shirt feel nice as hell. So maybe no, $72 or whatever the hell I said. $72 is still overpriced. But I mean, it's dope. It's a dope ass t-shirt. So it is what it is. Kentucky Wildcats. Oh yeah, he always supporting them. College sweaters, dope. The Carlton Banks effect is in full effect. That's some player shit. Y'all already know how I feel about Letterman's jackets. Oh, that's cold. I like that. Kentucky was the national champions. When did Kentucky win a championship? Was that last year? Am I tripping? Am I missing something? Oh no, 1996. Damn. Damn. Not since 96. Okay, respects though. They still won a national championship. But in the realm of sports, it's what have you done for me lately? That's why the Hawks and the Falcons fucking suck, because they have not won a championship or a Super Bowl ever. Like, I think the Hawks won one before they were actually the Atlanta Hawks, but the only teams that have won championships are the Atlanta Braves. They've won like 2 or 3. And then Atlanta United, they won a shit ton before. I'm not even going to get into that. This Looney Tunes collab is really fucking ass. I know y'all thought I was going to say something else. I know y'all thought I was really going to hype that shit up. No.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
playa. A playa.
I likes that. I'm really fucking with that. The skateboard. Let's see. It feels like, what did I see that one? Oh yeah, I did see that one. Drake, my boy. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Big facts. Okay, that slash through the owl. That's dope. I can't hate on that one. Yeah, that Kentucky joint is fire. You muted yourself? Yeah, no. I muted me. Like, it does that automatically. It does that automatically. But I was saying, like, what y'all think of this one? This Marvel skateboard and stuff like that. And that whole Looney Tunes shit, that shit was ass. That shit was solid, pure gold assery. And I know the way I was going at that people thought I was gonna say that was pretty damn cool. Who is this? Doomsday? Who the hell is that? Or is that Killer Croc? Marvel Wolverine splash page T. Where the fuck is Wolverine in this? See, just when I started to give it props, they fuck up some shit. Where the heck do y'all see Wolverine in this anywhere? Wolverine. What is this described as? Wolverine splash page T. $98 for this. Oh shit. You got to be kidding me. What is this down? This almost looked like Batman, which is why I thought this dry-skinned ass hand was Killer Croc. But Batman is not Marvel. Batman is DC, so I should have known better. That's on me. That's on me, baby. Let me see what else. Some stupid ass socks. They kind of cool though. Not gonna lie, they kind of cool. It is what it is. And then, oh, I like this. Is supposed to be like that one show, like back in the day. I think it was called like the Love Boat or something like that, with the little dude. I forgot the little dude's name, like not Tonto, because I think Tonto was somebody else, but whatever the little dude's name was and whatever the show was, this is supposed to be like that. That's pretty damn dope, man. I like that. They got like Marvel figures for this particular one with the Hulk and Wolverine. That's pretty dope. Needles. What is Needles? Needles full zip tracksuit. That's kind of this is Drake all day. That shit kind of tacky, but it's kind of cool. But that's not the ooh. They got the OVO NBA team joints. Ooh, wait a minute. Some of this stuff is kind of tough. I'm not a fan of any of these damn teams. But like, again, like I said, I'm a sucker for Letterman's jackets. I got a sucker for leather. One game international varsity jacket. Anyway. Ooh, he got the starter joint. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. The starter joint. Okay. And y'all see how quickly I've gone down this like rabbit hole. It was only supposed to be about the Batman joint. Ooh, the Houston Texans joints. I know Atlanta got to be on there because Drake's second home was like Atlanta, and he used to glaze the shit out of Atlanta. If Atlanta ain't on here, I'm gonna have to get some straightening going on. Yeah, they go Atlanta. They go to shirts, but wear the damn jacket. Okay, well, he did the jacket a long time ago. I actually got the jacket. I know. Go ahead, slap the shit out of me. Like, why the hell would you buy some shit like that? What happened to the Batman? Okay, so the Batman joint ain't on here. Okay, that's basically what I done fucked around and found out. The Batman joint ain't on here. But just from the previews, it looked kind of cool. Not gonna lie to you, it looked kind of cool. Let me see it. I don't know. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Mess around and OVO. What was the other website? Nocta. That's his other website, Nocta. So yeah, I'm not gonna find a Batman joint on Nocta because that's different. So okay, I finally realized that I'm not gonna see the shit that I want to see. So what you said? Yeah, he's grabbing a villain's arm, but it looks like it's drawn by a 3-year-old. Oh yeah, I see where that was from. That's fire, to be honest. It's Patch, which is Wolverine's secret identity for a mission he was on, and Hulk's suit. That was also from a specific story. Yeah, fire, to be honest. I can't lie. Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was pretty dope. And then what I've been trying to make my way to, but that mess just kick in, and when it kick in crazy. Adidas is suing Soul Retriever. And if you don't know who Soul Retriever is, again, like I said, one of the largest social media platforms for sneaker clothing or sneaker streetwear and any other kind of leaks within the hemisphere of sneakers and streetwear. They're always usually at the top of their game, and other people look towards them to drop their information. Now, that's not to say that other people can't access the same kind of information, but Sneaker Leakers has built up special relationships. So it says Adidas sues sneaker website who and alleges extortion and theft of trade secrets. So basically, what happened was Sneaker Leaker noticed that Adidas was giving special treatment to other individuals, and they did not take kindly to that. So Sneaker Leakers wrote Adidas a not so kind and also threatening email. And this is what it said: from Harry Munason. And I guess that is like one of the heads of Sneaker Leakers, to Adidas. It says, please consider this our last attempt to give you an opportunity to make good on this relationship. We've made every effort to build trust and honor your word. Yet at this point, it's clear we're being strung along. So he kind of felt like Killer Cam felt when J. Cole was stringing him along for that feature, for him to do a appearance on his podcast. And it said, ignored our outreach, given false promises, and consistently left out. And if anybody knows anything about Adidas, Adidas has never been one to be like culturally forward. They've always been behind. And they, at the point that they're at now with people like AE and stuff like that, they have begrudgingly been pushed into that position, because even when they had signature athletes, they did not respectfully take care of their signature athletes. Adidas didn't start really kind of like pushing a individual until Kanye joined Adidas, and Kanye pushed himself within Adidas. And then Adidas kind of saw the light as to what they could do if they actually put effort towards their signed I guess people, their signed celebrities and things like that. Because if y'all remember the wave that Adidas had, some people were saying that Yeezy jumped over Jordan, even though we know that ain't true. Come on, man, stop playing. That's like saying that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. Phonetically, no, he's not better than Michael Jordan, but I do understand his accomplishments. You cannot take away his accomplishments. But all I'm saying is it took somebody 20 years to do what somebody else did in 15 and in a rougher time period. That's all I'm saying. But what the hell was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. But anyway, apparently they felt undervalued, and of course that's par for course with Adidas, because again, they've never been one to really show their signees real love. Even people like Jenna Ortega, I guarantee you, y'all didn't know that she had collabs. Bad Bunny, if it wasn't for Bad Bunny being Bad Bunny himself, y'all probably wouldn't know he had collabs. And there are a ton of other individuals who are signed with Adidas that y'all didn't know had collabs, and so on and so forth. But it says, the way Adidas basketball continues to alienate us is not appreciated, and we will not tolerate it. Just a heads up, we have the full Anthony Edward 2 lineup in every single colorway. And if this is how Adidas intends to keep treating us, we have no reason to keep doing favors on our end. So basically, this is kind of that whole little line is basically kind of telling on Adidas and pretty much telling on these brands that when they have leaks that make it out into social media and into the space to build hype, that these aren't accidental leaks that we think they are, because the fact that we think these are accidental leaks is what also heightens the mysteriousness of the shoe and also adds a little bit of hype to the shoe. Like, oh snap, we know about something that we weren't necessarily supposed to know about. So this is kind of letting you know that that's all pretty much a bunch of bullshit, that leaks are all planned, and they very well know when certain shoes are supposed to be talked about or are being talked about. I think the only difference is when you see brands getting mad at leaks is that because they weren't supposed to drop the link as soon as they did. And that's the only difference, not that it's not supposed to be a leak, because I'm pretty sure all of these brands are like, yeah, hype has died down for the brand. Oh, we get ready to drop this in about 4 months. Go ahead and leak that. Or, oh, like it's kind of dying down and we need them to have something to look forward to. Go ahead and leak what's supposed to be dropped next year. So it's not accidental, it's all planned. But they said they have the entire lineup of the Anthony Edwards 2 colorways. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been like knocking them out the park, and a lot of people have been very receptive to Anthony Edwards releases. But he said, we have no reason to keep doing you favors on our end and hold back on posting these kinds of things. So basically they're saying, because you're not giving us the heads up, because you're not giving us exclusives, because you are not letting us know certain things when it comes to the basketball division, because that's what we do. That's kind of our lane. That's what we specialize in. That's what our people want to see, so on and so forth. Because we feel like you're being disrespectful to us and not showing us real love, even though we're what's keeping your brand relevant. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the entire list of shoes that's dropping this year. So it won't be any surprise. It'll probably kill the hype and whatever. And then they said, the ball is in your court. Either we start getting treated with the level of respect we've earned, and who's to say what you've earned? These people don't owe you nothing. They didn't have to. The way I look at it is, they're showing good grace and faith and respecting you by giving you the entire list of anything that's supposed to be released in this way. But that's just my opinion. What y'all think? But he said, either you start treating us with the respect we've earned, or we'll plan accordingly. We are a brand's dream partner. Now, I don't know much about Sneaker Leaker, so I really wonder what makes them a brand's dream partner. What are they doing that makes them more special than any other, leak site? But if we're treated with disrespect and lied to, we have no incentive to continue extending ourselves for you all. Now, Adidas didn't take too kind to that. They might be slow as far as knowing their target audience, but they damn sure wasn't slow on, Soul Retriever saying, "Hey, we'll we'll leak all your shit if you don't start rolling out the red carpet, bringing us the dishes with the caviar and shit like that on it." Yeah, they talking about they finna come with it, and it says Adidas name both Soul Retriever and its founder, 28-year-old Harris Monosoon. Okay, so yeah, he's the owner of Soul Retriever, or he started Soul Retriever of New York in the complaint, which says the two harmed Oregon. Oh, two harmed, yeah, Oregon by misappropriating trade secrets from Adidas. I don't know. I haven't seen them leak anything yet. I mean, it's more of a imminent threat, more so than an active threat. So I don't know. As part of its regular business model, Adidas develops partnerships with notable athletes and works with them to create new products. Among its athletes, partnerships are Minnesota Timberwolves guards Anthony Edwards, yeah, and Cleveland Cavaliers guard Donovan Mitchell, for whom it created the Don line for. Okay, so I don't care about the Don line, but it says, according to the lawsuit, Soul Retriever considered with a group of 5 unidentified individuals, some of whom may include Adidas employees who were not authorized. Oh, snap. So apparently they weren't supposed to have some of this information. Who weren't, so they suing their own employees too to gain access to the company's trade secrets and proprietary designs. The information included computer aided designs, sneaker photographs, collaborations, release dates, and pricing. Soul Retriever then attempted to capitalize on Adidas's need for confidentiality by attempting to use information to extort more details from Adidas, according to the lawsuit. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so I guess they did. I guess they did turn around and kind of, post a leak showing them they meant business, because they got a picture of Anthony Edwards with like the "yeah, what you gonna do" face. What you gonna do face going on. Ooh, jeez. Did it say how much the lawsuit was for? Monosoon reportedly emailed a group of employees with what he said was his last attempt. 2 days later, Soul Retriever allegedly shared speculative mock-up images of an Anthony Edwards 2 sneaker to its Instagram and X account. Adidas said it informed Soul Retriever the following day that the information it had was obtained unlawfully and demanded it return or destroy the remaining information in its possession. So yeah. Okay. Adidas is requesting a jury trial and no less than $75,000. Now, I had heard from another source that Soul Retriever had requested damages in the millions. So I don't know. This says that they only requested $75,000, but somebody else was saying that it was like millions. I don't know, but either way, that is insane that Soul Retriever would threaten a large company like Adidas. I get like Adidas heard the threat that Soul Retriever made and said, "Don't threaten me with a good time." They playing Soul Retriever playing Go Fish and Adidas is playing spades, or they playing blackjack and they saying hit me, I'll raise you. And they saying, all right, you want to get stolen secrets and you want to threaten to put them out there and ruin our releases? Well, how about I come for your pockets then? And I don't know how deep Soul Retriever's pockets are. I don't know what kind of money they make, but you know, Soul Retriever, in my opinion, ain't no Adidas. No disrespect to them. It said, thank you. That's what I've been saying. People talking about LeBron being the second coming of Jesus Christ, like he's better than anything Michael Jordan has ever done. Y'all need to chill. LeBron James is not even better than Kobe Bryant. You know, no disrespect to LeBron again, no disrespect to his fans, but people who say stuff like that, those are the LeBron stans, the LeBron sexuals that just don't want to admit that, you know, LeBron is not the greatest thing ever. And I understand you grew up in the LeBron era, but that doesn't mean just because you grew up in the LeBron era that LeBron is the greatest thing to ever happen to basketball. That just means he's the greatest thing that they currently know about. And no, I'm not saying this because I love Michael Jordan. I could give two shits about Michael Jordan. Like, I don't know Michael Jordan enough about Michael Jordan that much either, or that well either. I just know the numbers, and I know the things like the era in which they're playing, because this era is softer than the old era. And if Michael Jordan could do all of that in a tough era where you were allowed to clothesline a dude and there were no whistles called and you were allowed to elbow people and no whistles were called, then I know just by that alone, when Jordan was able to accomplish all of those accolades that took somebody else 20 to 25 years to break, then that's pretty fucking amazing. And there's no way of getting around that. So, yeah, I don't give a damn what nobody say. LeBron is not better than Jordan. Would you say you don't have to like Michael Jordan? That's cool. But I'm talking about the over in extensions. I don't know. Oh, extension of the accomplishment. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, that's facts. You know, I'm just saying how I feel about Michael Jordan for the people who will be like, well, yeah, you just acting that way because you love Michael Jordan and you just really want to hate LeBron. No, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't hate Michael Jordan. I don't hate LeBron. I also don't love Michael Jordan. I don't love LeBron. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. But that was that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Nike Air Max list from the House of Heat. You all let me know if you all are still trying to get in the running for the Virgil Abloh Archive Off-White Air Jordan 1 High. If you are, I'm going to put links to the raffles in the description, and more than likely, if they don't make it to the description, they're going to make it to my socials. They're going to make it over on Instagram and make it over on Facebook. They're definitely going to make it over on Facebook because I'm trying to drive more traffic to Facebook. So if you want the links to the Virgil Abloh Archive Off-White Air Jordan 1, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. Pause. Head over to Facebook. I need more traffic on Facebook so I can start streaming live to Facebook so then people on Facebook can see, and then we can build this shit up. Because you know, I'm trying to push towards a more transformative culture. A more transformative culture. A lot of people want to see this shit divided. A lot of people want to argue about stupid shit that they've been arguing about since like 1953. And I'm trying to move forward. I don't give a fuck one way or the other. I'm trying to move forward. But yes, the raffles are going to be over on Facebook. You all let me know what y'all thought about any of the other stuff that we talked about today. Another one just before, you know, we dip on out of here. Let me pull this up. And I know it's not going to be everybody's favorite, but fuck it, I like it. This one right here. This is dropping on the 28th. The Air Jordan Travis Scott Jumpman Jack Green Glows or Green Spark is dropping on the 28th of March on the Nike Sneakers app for $205. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a close up of this. Nope, can't, but I'll do my best to make this as big as possible. I fucks with Jumpman Jacks. I thought the outsole was translucent, but it doesn't look like it's translucent. Oh well, it is what it is. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. But y'all let me know if y'all are interested in that. I know it is a really fucking off-putting color. It is like really hard to look at, but it depends on the person. Also, you all let me know what y'all think about this Adidas and Soul Retriever story. What do you think is going to happen? You think Soul Retriever and that once now being sued, if they're just going to destroy all this stuff and just give in before Adidas, really starts snatching them pockets, or do you think it's gonna be do you think it's gonna play out in a crazy way? Do you think they're just gonna have to go blow for blow? Haha, transformative. I see you. Colorway isn't bad. The swoosh is kind of throwing me off, but not bad. Yeah, the swoosh throws everybody off. That backward swoosh thing, it throws everybody off. Or maybe it's just a color. Maybe what I think, like, I want this shoe to actually glow in the dark. That shoe needs to damn glow in the dark. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about tonight's live and the topic of conversations in the comment section below. If you happen to catch this on the after live, share this shit on social medias. Share the lives on social media. Share the links of the lives on social medias and come up with some crazy ass titles. Even if you say something like, has this guy lost his fucking mind with his opinions? Put that in the titles and share it on social media. You can find me on different platforms like Reddit, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, of course, the Tube, and everywhere else you have social media. Now, I might not be on some of those other platforms a lot, but I'm there. I have a profile. You're definitely going to get something different on every single platform. I promise you that. I definitely promise you that. So be sure to check that out. Maybe if you don't like something on YouTube, you might like what you see on Instagram. If you don't like what you see on Instagram, you might like what you see on Facebook. If you don't like that, you might like it on TikTok or Reddit, so on and so forth. Real Legit Check, where we help people out, try to legit check shoes, over on Reddit, The Real Legit Check. I think that's what it is. Hold on. I'm messing up. I don't even remember my own stuff sometimes. Is it reddit.com? No, it's not. What in the heezy? Let me pull that up. What in the heezy for sheezy? What is this? No, it's not The Real. It's Real Legit Check. My bad. That wasn't very playa. Did I sound just like them? Y'all let me know. But Real Legit Check. I'm looking for mods over here. Don't come with no bullshit, because I ain't finna have that. We get all kind of stuff. Now, I don't know why people dropping cologne bottles in this shit, because this definitely says Real Legit Check, and it shows a picture of shoes, and then it shows shoes all over it, but for whatever sneakers to be specific. And it says, welcome to Real Legit Check. Post your sneakers. Get answers fast. A subreddit to get real help with legit checking your shoes. No strict rules and no assholes ready to ban you like other subgroups. Now, this is how I know people don't read. I got a fucking a book bag. I was gonna say a basketball. I got a damn book bag asking for a legit check. Some damn dusty, crusty ass Nigerian Gucci slides asking for a legit check. And why are they doing their hand like that? You know that people used to do used to piss me off. That when they used to do that, and when they used to do that right there, yeah, it used to piss me off, man. We got again cologne. We got some fake bread Jordan 4s. Look at that red on the bottom of the shoe. That's not even the right color red. Nasty as hell. The tongue is shit too. New Balance. You'll be surprised. We get fake New Balances. We got baked t-shirts, but some fake what is he supposed to be? The Travis Scott joints, Travis Scott fragment design, fake jerseys, sunglasses. Dude, no, does anybody ever freaking read? Does anybody ever read? And somebody posted this damn book bag twice. Where the hell that book bag just go? Bro. Somebody responded back to them. What did they say? Fake. See, this is what happens when you post stupid stuff. People give you stupid answers and they get to be assholes. But yeah, some fake citrus Jordan 7s, some fake Yeezys. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of shoes, but a lot of some fake breads, but a lot of shoes, but a lot of other things other than shoes. What the hell is this? Rick Owen heels for my girl. If you're gonna buy your girl some heels, go to the Rick Owen store and buy them shits. Open up your wallet, stop being fucking cheap, bust down all of them bills, bust down all your damn paycheck, and hand her some real Rick Owens. It is what it is, man. Or don't hand her the shit at all. Stop giving your girl used shit. But getting off that soapbox, and then I definitely need a moderator for this group right here, our sneakerheads. I need another mod. Yeah, because the last mod I had, he was pretty shitty. He was an asshole, and because he couldn't control my subreddit the way he wanted to, he tried to talk shit about my subreddit and left. Well, that's why you have your own shit, buddy. Get back to your own failing shit and stop trying to control something that is not failing, that I built. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to destroy my shit. But yeah, that's it. It is what it is. Oh, he even removed he removed his we got 15,000 subscribers in our sneakerhead. Man, shout out to the 15,000 people in the building. But he even removed his sneaker group from being pinned to the side. It's okay. It's okay. Take your little bit of ass group. It's cool. But yeah, how many people do we have in legit check? It doesn't say. Why doesn't it say how many people are in real legit check? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them numbers up there. Let me see. View all. Ooh, no. I didn't want to do that. But anyway, let me focus. Let me get back in the game. Anyway, yeah, need mods for both of those. Real legit check, and I need a mod for our sneakerhead. Again, it's been real. Thank you all, everybody that's still here, that's been here from the beginning, man.
Playa. A playa.
Y'all are real fucking players, man. Y'all are real fucking players. I really appreciate y'all. I probably will go live on Friday as a weekly wrap up to see where everybody is and see what's going on. I'm gonna go live probably Tuesday morning to talk about the music side of things. So if y'all want to talk about music with me tomorrow, I told dude or whoever that was, Isaac. I think it was Isaac, that I was gonna listen to whatever that was he suggested to me. If it's some bullshit, Isaac, you're gonna be on my shit list if it's some bullshit. But yeah, it's been real, it's been fun, man. I got the new logo up in the corner. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that as well. It's been your boy HG. I've had a good time. It's been real fun. And y'all know what I like to say towards the end or at the end, man. I always remember nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Until next time, I catch you all later. Man, y'all have a great rest of your week. Until I see y'all the next time. Peace, man. It always starts out bad, but it always ends good in the end. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm out here.